I see you. It's a clean ass VB. Usually not a fan of the VBs, but this one's super clean. Got the yellow BRZ on the white tees. Super clean. Damn. Y'all, it is hot as hell out here, but we got Austin's GR86. Super clean. Boys from AZ coming out hot. We got Chris's FRS with the new Street Hunter wide body kit on it. Pretty good. Super clean. I like this color. It's a really nice green. Oh boys, we already done checked everything out up there. About to hit the lower parking structure, see what we got down here, see what kind of heat we got. Hey, this is the homie Brandon. That boy nice with it though. The BRZ. Yo, this M3 right here, y'all. Clean. Hey, shout out to this guy, man. Temecula, California. This boy going hard with the M3. Hey, shout out to your boy 3 Cities BRZ with this wrap. This thing is crazy. I don't know if this is wrap or if this is paint. This is crazy. That gold kind of tinted look to the, that's just super nice. Shout out. Got the Tomei on it too. Dude, I forget his name. Oh, I forget his name, dude, but I think his name's Phil. That's his name. Phil, bro, but the Millennium J with the Meisters? Yo, check out the Meisters, y'all. With the Street Hunter kit, not the wide body kit, but the Street Hunter narrow body kit with the clears. Shit goes hard, bro. Yo. Clean ass STI, clean STI. Don't slaughter me in the comment section. It's an STI, bro. It's an STI. Yo, this color. That's the front lip I originally had, but it wasn't ready. Like a rep version. Let me know what you guys think about this color down in the comment section below. This color is so sick. It's loud as hell in here, boys. We in here. Yeah, this purple is hard. Chrome tees. Oh, hold on, y'all. Y'all see them chrome tees, though? Yo, what? Hey. Hey, y'all boys know I want the chrome tees, man. Something that has been long awaited has just arrived in the mail yesterday, and I'm super excited to get this on the car. You guys can see right here, we have our little cart of parts for the car. And right here, we have an oil pan for the car. So what happened with the old oil pan is basically the part of the return line that connects to the oil pan right there. I actually ended up stripping the thread housings. If you guys can see, there's 2 bolts that go in right here. If you can kind of see it better, 2 bolts that go in right here, and I actually ended up stripping those. So the bolts that go in the return line to the oil pan, I stripped the housings in there. So yeah guys, that's basically the reason why I had to go ahead and get a brand new oil pan. It really does suck to have to, you know, spend a few $100s on a completely new oil pan just because of an oil return line. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. We also have a brand new oil return line, and we have all the gaskets and the hardware for that. So once we end up doing the turbo and everything, we'll end up throwing that on, and we will hopefully not have any issues with that. Well, without further ado guys, let's go ahead and get to the install of the oil pan on the car. So that is the oil pan right there guys. As you guys can kind of see, I actually took a lot of the bolts out already. So there's actually only 2 bolts holding it up right now. Guys, when I tell you, getting all the old gasket maker and the RTV off this thing was super difficult. But luckily enough, we ended up managing to get it off. So right now, we only should have to take off the 2 bolts holding it up, and then everything should be good to come off because we've already took all the gasket maker off and pried the old pan off. So guys, right here we have some tools to help us out with the install. We have some pry bars right here. We have a wire brush for cleaning. Putty knife, this is definitely a must guys. Putty knife, if you don't have a putty knife, you're doing an oil pan swap, go ahead and get yourself a putty knife. Also have some cleaning solutions and some degreasers right here so that we can get all the old RTV off the old oil pan that mates up to the surface. Even though we're not going to be using the old oil pan, we still need to get all that stuff. And we have some ultra black gasket maker from AutoZone. This stuff's super good if you guys haven't used it. This is some good stuff right here, and this is like the most recommended use for oil pan swaps on the 2G Eclipse. You're not supposed to be using any gaskets or anything. RTV is the way. So guys, with a little bit of finagling, we ended up being able to get the oil pan off without even having to remove the downpipe completely. So honestly guys, the next step from here is really just making sure I do a proper clean on the mating surface. I don't know if you guys can see, but the mating surface of the pan, just doing a proper clean and making sure that's all good to go. And then applying the new gasket maker to here and getting that mounted up. So guys, as you can see, after going at it for a while with a paint scraper, wire brush, and some other adhesive removers, we were actually able to get that all nice and cleaned up. So now we're gonna go ahead and add the RTV gasket maker to the new oil pan. So guys, as you can see, we have the gasket maker on the pan. What we're gonna do next, we're gonna throw it on. We're gonna leave it there for an hour with all the bolts hand tight. And then after an hour, we're gonna torque it down and then let it cure for 24 hours. Yo, what is going on with y'all boys? We hopping back into this video a couple hours later. Just had to get cleaned up after throwing the new oil pan on the car. Everything went pretty well for the most part. There are a few things that did go wrong, and those things are kind of the reason why I have this mindset of just, when it comes to these older cars, I don't have a whole lot of time. I have a lot going on, and just doing this kind of stuff by myself, it's a lot of good experience, don't get me wrong. I enjoy doing it, but it's just, it's literally always something with this car, guys. Don't get me wrong, guys. I don't mean that in like a negative way or anything. But there were a couple things that did go wrong with the installation. What happened was, when I was going under the car after applying the gasket maker and going over to the car to mount the oil pan up, I ended up having to, I got the oil pan lined up, put it up there, and then had to take it off, put it up there again, take it off. So I had to do that 3 times, right? And if you guys know about gasket maker, you have to just put it on there and just put the bolts right in so you can get a proper seal, right? You have to hand tight the bolts, let it sit for an hour so you can actually get a proper seal. Taking it off and putting it back on, which is kind of causing the gasket maker to stick to the mating surface. And then eventually I just, put it on there, end up getting the bolts in. ended up going wrong was there was some residual oil still on the mating surface. Now, before I applied the gasket maker, I wiped it up as clean as possible, but it was still kind of dripping, and I lost track of that completely. So when I brought the oil pan over, I kind of just threw it on there. And if you guys know about gasket maker, you need a dry and clean surface to make a proper seal. Now, it's not 100% guaranteed that oil can disrupt that process of creating a seal, but there's a higher chance of it messing it up than it is, the other way around. And another thing that went wrong is basically 2 bolts. I had issues with 2 bolts. So one of the bolts actually ended up snapping in the housing, and then the other bolt, the housing actually stripped. So the bolt didn't strip, but the housing stripped. So now the bolt is just spinning freely, and it won't, you can't torque it down. So definitely going to have this car, when the car is running and everything's good, I'm definitely going to take this car to my guy and have him fix that, because although we are going to be going with the built block, built head in the future, for the meantime, I do need this engine, I need it to run properly, and I don't need any leaks and anything going on in the meantime. So definitely going to have this car sent to my guy once everything is good, and have him probably drill that bolt out and then re-tap them so that we can throw some bigger bolts in there. It's really the only thing we can do. Yeah, so that was basically everything that was going on with the car today. To keep you guys kind of updated on some things that have gone down for the car. I know you guys can't see it now, but we actually ended up doing an EGR delete, full EGR and evap. All of that stuff is officially deleted out the car. So we did evap, all emissions control, everything's basically out of the car. So we ended up doing that, didn't get a chance to record it, but that's something we did off camera. We do have most of the parts we need for basically getting this car ready to go. So we have the whole speed density kit. So when it's time to get tuned, we'll have the entire speed density kit. We have the manifold and all the gaskets right here. We just still need to get the turbo sent off to get it rebuilt and get it set up for the internal or the external wastegate setup. Everything, guys, turbo install parts, I have all that stuff. We're just waiting on tying off some loose ends and getting our hands on some other parts. So for all you guys out there wondering, what's going on with the build, why is it taking so long to get everything going, basically, guys, it's a money thing. I'm trying to, benefit by life by starting a business. I'm trying to get promoted at my job right now. So basically, I wouldn't say this is on a standstill or a halt, but I'm playing the long game with this car, guys. I can't, I'm not in a position like other YouTubers to just throw a bunch of money at a car at once and, get the build done in 2 weeks. It's just not the predicament that I'm currently in. So for all you guys out there, if you guys are more the type of person that likes to watch content where they get their builds done super fast and everything's fast paced, you see, cool. I might not be for you guys right now. That is completely okay with me. But I pride myself on keeping things real, keeping things transparent. And yeah, guys, if you guys are wondering what's taking so long with this build, it's really just a money thing. I don't have the money to just go all out and get this thing to where I want to. But for all you guys that are going to be sticking around for this build, just know that I have some huge things coming for this car. It's going to be insane, 100 times better than the last one, for sure. So basically, guys, that's everything that's going on right now with me and the car currently. If you guys want to stay up to date with everything going on, be sure to follow me on Instagram. I'll have it down in the description down below. Also, hope you guys enjoyed the clips from Chris Borges' birthday cruise. I had a really good time at the cruise. I was able to see some cool cars, hear some cool exhaust setups, and just, be able to shoot some content for you guys. I'm glad I was able to do that. But without further ado, that's all I got for you guys. Peace.